I was going to go to the grocery store. I was going to go to the store, and now I can't because Blobz just told me the next puzzle is a yin yang sightline puzzle. So I have to do it. I don't have any choice. Let's go over here. So, okay, let's pick a wallpaper first. So we got some trees here. So let's pick another forest. Let's go interact. But I just want trees. I can't help it. I love yin yang sightline puzzles. They're my favorite. Why is this so weirdly slow? Hard to tell if the input's actually going. Need a search button here. Come on, buddy. Why? I need to like turn this off and do this thing. Okay, realize it's not very exciting. Well, look, wait, there's trees right here. Look at these cool trees. Ooh. This is maybe a bad start. Seems like it maybe crashed that tab. Try this again. Okay. Uh-oh. Did I fully break this? Oh no. Really? Come on. Wow, I've just totally broken this. Oh wait. Oh wait. Shader toy. That was weird. It was like being mad about a SoundCloud thing. Anyway, let's do it. Look at these trees. Beautiful. I'm not streaming, so I don't have to care about messing up my bitrate. Okay, so what are we doing here? Out of the frying pan. What shall we do? What shall we do? Bilbo cried. Escaping goblins to be caught by wolves, he said. Up the trees quickly, cried Gandalf, and they ran to those trees, the edge of the glade, hunting for those that had branches fairly low or slender enough to swarm up. We've got normal Sudoku rules. So we're going to copy over the row, column, and digit of the ring from the previous puzzle. And Bilbo, Gandalf, and the dwarves climbed up the trees marked with a circle. A digit in a circle indicates how many circles contain a digit. Okay, it's normal. Wolves marked with W contain the same digit. So all of these are the same digit. They're going to shade the forest using 2 colors. Okay, should do this. Another way to indicate that these have the same digit that isn't a color. Maybe a W. Digits in trees indicate... Okay, sorry. Shade the forest using 2 colors such that each color forms an orthogonally connected region and no 2x2 area is a single color. Got it. Digits in tree cells indicate how many cells of the same color are seen orthogonally from that position. So those are our sight lines. So we've got yin yang sightline rules, my favorite rule set. So let's start by copying over the ring. So we are box 8, digit 8, right? And then row 9, column 6. Oops. Row 9, column 6. I'm just going to double check that. So we did, the digit is an 8 with row 9, column 6. The digit is an 8 with a row 9, column 6. Okay. You know how I like to mess that up. So what are we doing here? So our trees, it's gonna be a little hard for me to visual, like, okay, these are all, gosh, I almost want to like just draw boxes on these just so I remember for sure. I wish I could draw squares. Just so I don't forget. I mean, I'm sure I'll get it eventually, but. So, some things we know already. So where do we want to start? The W's are the same. I'm sort of, feels like we're going to place some W's, right? So, is that a thing that's worth doing at the start? Like this appears to be a W. Can I not enter W's with the letter tool? I know there's, sorry, this is a real distraction. Like the letter tool. So that's a W, right? That's not really what we want to do. That's a W. And so W is here or here, and W is here or here. Does that seem somewhat correct? Okay, so now we definitely, so remember that in a yin-yang sightline puzzle, there's going to be 2 or 3 sides that are totally solid sides, right? And then there's going to be 1 or 2 sides where a transition happens. So there's definitely a transition here, right? None of these are 9. There's definitely a transition on this side, right? There's going to be a transition here. Is that really true? Yeah, right? So like, because if we put 9 here, then all these see 9, and that's a bad scene. If we put 9 here, then all these see 9. I don't know why the shape is affecting me. So I think those are 9s then, right? And so then these are going to be 9s. So circles also are like, whatever those are, counting circles. I always forget the name of that rule set. There are only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it is possible. Well, it's not possible if they're all 9. If this was a 9, these would all be 9s, and of course the 9 would see that. So that is not a thing that is true. There's at least 3 different numbers. So it's also not 8, 1, for example. So I think that means this is a 9. This is not a 9. I think that means there's a 9 over here somewhere. The trees are adorable, but they really are messing with me in terms of like visualizing them as the normal kind of like cage view of them. So we know these are not 8 or 9, right? Because if it was 8, there'd be 1. If it was 7, it'd be 7 and 2, but that doesn't work here. It could be 6, like 6, 1, 2, I guess. So the circles are less, you know, the circles are all trees, by the way. So they are at least 2, but they're not more than 6. So these circle trees are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think. They're not 6 because 6 would require that there was a 1, 2, right? Or it would require, no, there's 3 different digits, so it's not 6, right? Because 6, these trees would have to be 6, 1, 2, and there's no 1s in these. So either we have 5 of them with a 4, or we have 4 of them with a 5, or we have 5 with 2, 3. So 5, Or we have 2, 3, 4. Yeah, right. Sorry. So it's either 2, 3, 4, or it's just. Sorry, I gotta change this on. Let's switch back to purple cat. We need something a little less distracting. Okay, sorry. So it's either we have to have 9 total. So it's either 2, 3, 4, or it is 5, 4. But that does mean that 4 is one of the digits. Well, it's not just 5, 4 because we just said we need 3 different digits. So the digits are 2, 3, 4, I think. So I think we can take 5 out of here, right? 5 could only have worked if 1 was available. But the only way with 5 that we could get to 9 is with 4, and that's only 2 variations. So that's not 5. So these are 2, 3, 4s. I can't remember if Blobz has ever done a circle yin-yang sightline. You'd think I would know that, but I don't quite remember. So that does mean W is not 2, 3, 4, or 6, or 9. That means W is 1, 5, 7, 8. It's not 8. 1, 5, 7. They're not 2, 3, 4. It's not 6. It's not 8. So W's are just 1, 5, 7, I think. So these sight lines, I don't know what my brain is trying to interpret these trees as. Okay, so 9 in here. Did I really tell the truth with this? Gosh, did I start this wrong? Because couldn't I? Shoot, I think I maybe started this incorrectly. I mean, in terms of the 9 placement, because it is 2 sides are definitely solid. 2 or 3 sides are definitely solid 9. This couldn't be if a 9. Sorry, now I'm definitely second guessing myself on whether or not this could be. That was definitely only a 6. So this can only see up to 6. So this is definitely not. Sorry, I think I skipped. I think maybe this is still okay, but I think I skipped some logic. So let me just go back through this. If I put, so we already had a 9 here. So this was definitely not 9. Why do I suddenly feel so insecure about this logic? I've done so many of these. I think some of the things where I've done a lot of these puzzles, so I have like some mental shortcuts, but now I feel like I'm like skipping something. So the question becomes, for example, is this the same color as this? That's what I need to think of. We got to think about it in terms of yin yang. So if this is the same color as this, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 digits that are the same color, right? If this is the same color as this is what we need to do. If this was green and this was green, these would all be green, right? So one of these could be 7, one could be 8, one could be 9, but the other one would be broken. So it's definitely true that these 2 digits are different colors. right? That is definitely true. However, the question of, yeah, I'm sorry. I think I'm going to back up. Just on the nines. I think the 1 5s and 7s and all that stuff is okay. But it was these two nines. Let me back up on that. So we think these two are different colors. It's fine for this to be true. Like, for this to be gray is fine. For this to be gray is fine. But as soon as we try to come up here and make this gray, like wrap this gray. So we've already said these are different colors, right? Because if we connect these, then there's 4 here and we see at least 7. So you could have 7, 8, 9, but you're still broken. So these are definitely different colors. And then if I fully try to wrap around to here and say that this is gray, then that's not okay. Because then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this does not see 7. So this is not gray. This is green. So this has to be green. But if I tried to say this is green by taking this all the way here, then now this sees 9 and that's no good. So this is gray. So it does mean this. It's embarrassing to say, but I'm actually truly thrown off by the tree icons. It's very silly. But so we do land with both of these being 9s. So I just wanted to go back and verify that. I should have done the coloring. I was just jumping over logic. But it does, I believe that still works, right? This already sees 3. It needs to see a total of 6, but it could go kind of either way. Now, this color. What color is this? Sadly, I think this can be gray, because then that makes this, no, it can't. I'm sorry, it can't be. If we make this gray, then that is 8 digits. So we can have an 8 and a 9, but we still have 1 too many trees. So this is green. So this tree is gray, right? And it's going to see 2, 3, or 4. So this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is fine, because this could be like 6. This could see, well, it's funny, this has to be the lowest digit because it can't grow down. So this would have to grow down. So this would see 6. This could be 7, 8, 9. This could be 7, 8, 9. So, well, it's actually not true, is it? Because of this 6, right? So if this was green, that's cute. If this was green, how did I lose my 1, 5? This W needs a 1, 5, 7, right? Okay. If this was green, sorry, this. If this was green, this digit would have to be 6, and it can't be. So this is definitely gray. If this was green, this digit would be 5, and that's fine. This digit would be 7 currently, and this digit would have to grow to be a little bigger. This digit is currently a 4, but it could grow. Right, we gotta remember these, because 2, 3, 4 is already eating a lot of options. This digit, okay, between these two, this digit must see more than this digit, right? This digit can't see any further, so this is definitely green. That means our gray has to come out. Did we decide anything in terms of like... This digit cannot see more than 6. So the maximum currently, not even thinking about this, that this digit could do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So no matter what, our gray has to extend to here, right? Because as soon as, if our gray wasn't here, we'd see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I think we have to at least extend our gray that far and make this green. This must see... What does it mean if gray comes this far, then that really could be 7 or 8, or you say it could be 7 or 8, and that could be 7, 8, or 9. This would only be a 2. This is not 2, 3, or 4 though. So I hope that logic is right. This is minimum 5, and it currently only sees 3, right? This digit is minimum 5, so we have to do this. And then this, I believe, just is 5. So these people, so W's are not 5s. W's, I think, are 1s or 7s. That means that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This already sees all 6 of its digits, so it has to be walled off. We cannot have 2 by 2s, right? That's expressly forbidden. I don't think we can have checkerboards because we're going to end up with that like isolation thing happening, because this green would have to connect to green again. And so I think we do have to avoid checkerboards. 1, 2, 3, 4. This sees 4 already, so that just is a 4. So we need to wall it off with green on all sides. We have to avoid a checkerboard. This is not 4 anymore. I was about to apply that rule from the other puzzle and say this couldn't be 4, but that's not true. So these already see, well, this already sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? This digit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Could see 8, 9. So this is already 7, 8, or 9. This is already 3, but could be 4 or 5. So this is 3, 4, or 5. It's not 5. So this cannot grow to here. If this grew to here, this would be a 5. So this is gray. These grays are going to need to see a different number. So this can't be 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is no longer than 9. So the 9 is definitely there or there. So that's not 9. You can only see 2 or 3. So if this was green, it would see 4. So I think this is gray. It already sees 2. We can't have a 2 by 2. So now it sees 3. So that's 3. So we need to block off that. No 3s in there. So that's a 2, 4 pair. So 2 means like a little nook. So that is going to be a 4. So that is green. So now these see like 5 plus. This sees only 2. So we do have to block it off. Look at this funny little green party going on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that is the 8. We have no 2s in here. UC2, UC4. That seems okay. You need a 3 over here somewhere. Puts 3 over here somewhere. This 3-4 pair means that's not a 3. So these digits so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this sees 5 digits already. So it could be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, but it sees 8 and 9. So it's just 5, 6, 7 because 8 and 9 are not available. And to do that, it would have to grow, or it could just be the 5. This needs to somehow see 9 of whatever it is. This already sees 9, so it is walled off. This already sees 9, so it is walled off. 3, 4 pair are wolves. We knocked 5 off the wolves, right? Wolves are 1, 7, 1, 7. Okay. This already sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doesn't see 9. But this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm sorry, it does see 9 down there. So that's 5, 6, 7. So one of these has to see more than the other. So one of them is going to grow by 1 or 2. If this one grows, it has to grow by 2. These have to see different numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this 1, 2, 3, 4. This already sees 4. So it has to grow by at least 1. Right? So you become 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Could you really be 9? Maybe. Could you be 9 really? I don't think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't think you can be 9. I think you are 9. Which means 9 is one of these people. Do I really think you could be 9? We can't connect fully here. So we can't hit there. So we can only be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't think you can be 9. I think you're 9. 9's up here doing 9 stuff. 9's down here. You're not 9. 9 is there or there? So, right, our little green friend. Look at this green snake lurking around. Oh, we need to be thinking about this. There's only 2 2s. There's only 3 3s. One of the 3s is here. There are 4 4s. So one of the 2s is here, and one of the 2s is here. So these are not 2s. And one of the 3s is here, and one of the 3s is here. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 4s, I believe. So that pulled 2s out of there, which is exciting. Yeah, I think that's kind of the lay of the land with... So 4 ends up down here. Oops, right here. 3, I don't quite know yet, because 3 could end up here, I guess. Okay, so one of these is absolutely going to grow, right? We're either growing down here or we're growing down here, because these have to be different numbers. So either this or this will be gray. So this must be green. If this is green, then this already sees it's 4 and that already sees it's 3. So we'd have to make this gray, and this gray. I guess that's okay, because we could still sneak out. That would be green. Yeah, maybe that's okay. Okay. We have to... We got our 3 over here. That 9's underway. This has got to see a lot more digits. So this is obviously not a 1. It's also not a 2, a 3, or a 4. So this is minimum 5. It's obviously not 9, right? So this right now is not 2 or 3 or 4. It's got to see at least 5. Right now it only sees 2. So it's 1, 2. It's still only 3. This would only add 4, but then suddenly it is 5. So we now see the minimum 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This has to be gray. This has to see fewer than this. So this is 4, 5, 6, 7, I think. Because this is always going to see 1 more than whatever this sees. But this can't be a 4. That means this can't be a 5. So that means we do have to grow at least 1 more. So now this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This has to see something different. So it has to grow up at least 1, if not 2. In fact, if it grows up 1, it sees the same as this. So it has to grow up at least 2, right? That does see 3. That becomes gray. So this now is, this digit sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If it connected here, it would see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and it can't. So this is gray. This has to see at least 3, so it's got to grow up. This green has got to get out. Uh-oh. No, maybe we're okay. I think we're okay. This... I guess this still could be gray. This already sees 3. This already sees 3. So this does see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this just is a 5. This sees 1 more than this does, so this just is a 6. This sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But I think it could see 8. Maybe I'm wrong about that. It does seem to make this a 5, and it sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is green. This looks like a problem. What's going on here? You're fine, you're fine. You see 3 or 4, but that could be 8, and that'd be a 4. Then this would have to grow one direction or the other, because it couldn't be a 4. This sees 1, 2, 3, 4, but it's not 4. So it has to grow somewhere. This cannot connect here because it would see way too many greens. It can only see a maximum of 4. So this must stop here. But it must continue here. And now this sees 4. So this must only see 3. This is what we talked about earlier. And it seems to be true. Right? That's a 3. That's 4. This sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is 5. This sees one. This sees that 5 plus 6, or I think it could still come down and be 7. Maybe. I feel like I'm missing something obvious in here, but we have 5, 5, 5. So 6 is in here somewhere. There's not. I don't think we figured out our wolves yet. I mean, this could figure them out. Would that really be 9? I find that hard to believe. This, one of these is only a 2. So if this connects here, it's definitely not a 2. It could be a 4. This is a 4-5 pair. Which puts 3 up here. Which puts 3 here, I think. Which makes this part of a 1-7-9 triple. There's 2. Eight is in here somewhere, right? So 8's here somewhere. 8's not there because of this 8. So that just is 8. This digit is not a 1. Well, okay, this has to grow because it's a tree, but it also has to be big. It's not 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. It's not 8, 9, so this is a 6 or a 7. But I think as soon as we do this, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I think our wolves become 1s. Whoa, wolves. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 now. So that's green. So I think our wolves are 1, 1, 1, 1. You seem to be a 9. You seem to be a 7. You seem to be a 9. That wolf is a 1. So the 1s are here somewhere. You seem to be a digit. That is a 6. This looks like it is 2, 7, 8. Okay. You seem like you're not a 9, so you seem like you are a 9. The wolves, unfortunately, didn't disentangle that. So this is 7. This needs to see 9, so this has to also be green. We also know that green just has to get out of there. So that works out. That is gray. This land connects to this land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's all fine. Green still has to come out of here. And then what happens? This digit is not 1, 2, 3, 4. Could be 5. It's not 6. Could be 7 or 8. That's 5, 7, or 8. If these did connect, well, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this can't connect. This is definitely gray. Oh, I've made a mistake. Shoot. Oh no. This is wrong. Because how could this possibly C5 now? Oh man. Okay, so let me just back up to this logic. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This had to be green for that to be 9. This had to be gray. Oh no, I think I messed up. I think I messed up bad. Was there some way for this to be green and this to be gray? Oh, and the 1 comes through here. Maybe that's possible. That does mean this is a 9. Oh, okay. Maybe it does work. I just went the wrong way. I think my gray is not gray enough. I think I lightened the color of the gray or something. I don't know. But I think we could still come through this way, actually. This had to come this way because of the 9. That's true. This digit cannot be 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. Could be 5. It's not 6. Could be 7. Could be 8. It's not 9. So like, I feel like this should be very obvious, and I'm just being silly. I really hope I did not make a permanent mistake. Okay, we can probably do some tidying up. So this is a 3 and a 2. A 2, 3 pair there. 1, 1. So we got to figure out our wolf 1s. This digit One's definitely over here. So 1's definitely over here. So, oh, it's a wolf. Gosh, I didn't see it under my color. That's a wolf, everybody. 3 is down here. 2 is, no one knows where 2 is. Could be anywhere. 3, 4. 4 is here. So this is a 3, 4 pair. So this is a 7, a 2, 7 pair. So that's where our 2 is. So then 2 is down here. So this is a 1, 2 pair. 7. That's a 1, 2 pair. So this is a 7, 8 pair. And that, okay. So that is 7, that's 8. This becomes a 6, 8 pair. I don't know if that helped with anything. 7, 8. I'm sure this is really obvious, and now I've just like psyched myself out. Like in terms of what these remaining trees are doing. 9 there. You'd be 4. 4 would be there. What's this person doing? This is 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is 5, 6, 7, 8, and it's C 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. There's no 7, 8 there. So that's just 5, 6. Okay, let's think about these. So this must grow. If it connected here, it would see some stuff. What is this digit? So this really could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what would that mean if this was 8? That would mean this was 4, and it would mean this was 5 or 7. But it couldn't connect here. So this would have to grow in one of two directions. But if it went this way, it would see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is not right. Or it would go this way and it would see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it could be 8 and 7, but if we do that, does anything bad happen? This would then be 4. This would be 4. This would be 6. So, I mean, that seems sort of like a thing that could happen. If this was gray, well, that's what, okay, we know that doesn't work. Gosh, if this was gray, it couldn't be more than 4. That's where we got into trouble before. So it's definitely not gray. So that is green. This is 8. Oops. This is 4. That's 3, 4. That's not 8, and that's not 8. This cannot connect. This is maxed out now. So you are gray. And now this person's got to swing one way or the other, right? And it already sees 1, 2, 3, 4. So it can never see 5. So it's always a 7. If it goes both ways, it sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's no good. If it only goes this way, it sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's no good. So I think it has to go this way. I think then this has to be gray. This is going to be the 4. That's the 2. That's the 2. There's no 2 here. This, we have 5, 6, 8. This sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 already. So that's not 5. That's 5. Puts 5 up here. So this is either just is 6 or it has to grow down to be 8. And if that happens, it makes a loop, which we cannot have. So that is a 6. That is 8. That is 6. This is now complete, which makes sense. This is gray, so this little gray can escape in here. This sees 2. That makes this the 7 and this the 2. This fellow sees 3 only, and that makes this a 5, 8 pair with the 8 here, the 5 here. That unravels the 7 and the 8. This is gray. And now we have to get this green world over to here, so this is green. That's what I missed before. I don't know why. Something about the notation is confusing me a little bit. And I mean, not that that's a problem. I don't know why. Somehow I was registering this as a direction I couldn't go, and maybe it's because I made my gray more pale. Anyway, this is a 3, 8 with the 3. Oop, that's not true. Sorry, it's a 4, 8. This is 3, 6, 7. Some of those are seen. That's not 6. That's not 7. So this is a 3 because it only sees 3. So I think we've done our trees now. Does that true? 1 is there or there. So the remaining digits here are 1, 2, 5. And so the 2 is in the middle. This becomes a 1, 5 pair. Did we do every tree? I think we did. I hope they're all right. Now we need a 7 and a 4, I think. And now we need a 3 and a 6. We do get the 5 and the 4 up here. We need some digits around here. This digit is just a 5. So that gives us 1, 1, 5, 5. Oops, sorry. 2. These are our wolves. Our remaining wolves. And this is a 6. So that gives us the 3 and the 6. That gives us the 2 and the 3. And that means this column just needs a 2. And this column just needs a 7. That was so good. What a good combination of rules. I really like that. I have to say, it's not that this bears any changing. Maybe it's because I've done so many yin yang sight line puzzles. The tree notation somehow really messed with me, like in a weird way that's hard to explain. Not that that should change in any way. Like it almost, sometimes when people do really ornate puzzles, they'll have like the, as intended version and the non-ornate version. For me, I would almost want a non-ornate version of this. I'm not saying that I recommend that, but I really don't know why it affected the way I saw the puzzle somehow. I don't know why. Maybe I shouldn't have used green for my other color. The wolves were a fun addition. The circles were cool. The circles really self-reduced very quickly, much more quickly than, I think I'm just not very good at circle puzzles, or I just haven't done enough of them, but I was surprised at how quickly we were able to get that down to 2, 3, 4, and that did all kinds of work. So that was very fun. We had some freebies here. I love the yin yang sight line, even though I turned out to be right, but I feel like it was better to go back and double check that logic. I did have that one slip up. I think the slip up was, I don't know. Hey, someone, if you're watching this, you'll know what it is. I think I didn't see this as white. I don't know why I didn't register that way, because of the W or something, but I think I thought that green had to come through here, and that's what caused that error. But that was pretty minor and pretty easy to fix. In terms of rules, I don't know. I don't know that there's anything like super to recommend. I mean, I don't know. You could almost make the case that it's worth, I don't know. You haven't been doing it otherwise. The idea of mentioning yin yang or sight line, but you haven't been doing that in others, so I don't think it makes much sense here. Yeah, it's really elegant. Simple. I wonder if this is one that people will get hung up on. If someone had never done a yin yang sightline puzzle, if that would there's those implicit and explicit things, and I feel like I got a really easy, at least part of the break-in was easier for me because I know the interplay of those two rule sets, but I'm not even sure, it means we got these 9s very early, but I don't even know that really helped us that much. Maybe it did. but it sort of felt like a lot of the work we did after the 9. I don't know. I can't really decide if it was like. I feel like where we got a foothold wasn't necessarily just because we got those 9s early. I mean, the recognition of the differences was really important up here. So I don't know. Anyway, I love that. I love Yin Yang Sightline puzzles. My favorite puzzles. It's nice to do one with some circles. Nice to have those wolves in there. I wonder what what's the hint here? Or like the literary reference that I'm missing. I'd be interested to know. Anyway, I'm gonna go drink some water or something. I didn't really mean to do puzzles all day. The problem is these are too good. Okay, I'm leaving. Goodbye.